What is up? Party people in the house tonight. We are back with the brand new edition, of course. Uh, in case you're just tuning in, allow me to introduce myself. And we're going to be talking about a couple things today. What up, bestie? We're going to be talking about a couple things today that I'm hoping will help y'all out. Okay? That's my intention, actually, for you today. All right. Sorry, I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Jen. I'm your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption to work in your favor. I obviously already know that sounds good to you, so click that follow button, subscribe button, wherever you're watching from. Also, if you're interested in having me manifest your SP for you, or you want to work with me one-on-one to figure out where you're going wrong so you can get it right, because I am good at it, we'll state the obvious. All links are in my bio. You can join my WhatsApp community. Oh, I've got text coaching, all the things. Okay? To help you bitches out. Okay? I love you, bitch. So, funny story. What up, Shanzy girlfriend? Funny story. I guess it's funny, not funny. Okay? So, I tell you the power of your words with tonality, right? Because your subconscious mind hears tonality and it's certainty. Okay? All of that stuff. So I was going in my mind palace because some shit happened yesterday. Let's call it what it is. My admins know what it is. Some of you do too. So some shit happened on my live yesterday. And so I started thinking about it. Actually, it hit me this morning where I was like, I manifested that. I did. Call it what it is. Did I intend for it to happen the way it did? No, the how is not up to me. But was it my manifestation? 1000%. Okay, so this is where I say, this is where you leverage. Okay, you leverage, what about unapologetically me, girlfriend? This is where you leverage what we know about the subconscious mind, the law of assumption, and all the things. Okay, hey, Lisa with the butterfly. So we'll get into that. But this is where I tell you guys, throw random shit out there, like random shit, and understand it goes to, you can throw random stuff out there to anyone in your reality. Anyone in your reality. Okay? Because understand they're all in your reality. So we leverage that. That would be your SP, family members, gutter trash, all the shit. You can leverage by throwing random things out there, but in the tonality that you say it, right? Like you could literally be like, yeah, this is going to happen, right? Because who laughs about something that didn't happen already? Okay. So this is where we bypass and we want to get everything into the subconscious mind directly. Time is of the essence. Ain't no one got time to play games around here. And yeah, affirming, I stand by affirming, but you have to affirm. It has to become an assumption. Okay. So we can have all the things working for us. Okay? All the things working for us in our favor. Yeah, Jasmine, we can't talk about it on here, but we can talk about it wherever else we want, just not here. Okay, so we're going to get into that, but I'm going to answer some of these questions because then they get pushed down, somebody gets out of line, and then I lose them all. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Thanks, Patriot Vibes. We always have every day here. We have a friendly competition, so anybody who reposts this live or shares this live is entered to win. Yes. Some prizes. Okay? Okay. Now, let's talk. Let me answer some of these questions first, and then we'll discuss. I'm going to weave in the content. Jen. Oh, yeah, Casper. I knew you'd be on here, so I was just going to address it here. How to deal with jealousy, because it's the reason why me and SP broke up. Who's the jealous one? Is it you? Okay. Jealousy only comes from one thing, an insecurity within yourself. That's all it is. Jealousy comes from one thing. So instead of being jealous, because instead of being jealous, what you should be is flattered. Okay. So I'll give you an example is like, let's say you're jealous that when you go out with you and your girlfriend, that other guys are looking at her. You should take that as flattery, right? You're dating a hot bitch. Why wouldn't people look at you? You know what I'm saying? You know, my boyfriend does that all the time where he laughs because he's like, I can see people. He goes, it doesn't matter where we go together. He's like, every time we go out together, somebody's looking at you. People are just constantly looking at you. Like I turn heads. I'm not going to apologize for that shit. And so he gets flattered by that, right? So instead of jealous by it, same with other things, because the way he looks at it is, I know who she's coming home to tonight. So what I give a fuck for, right? So that needs to be your attitude, Casper, is that I know that she's mine. I know she's coming home to me. I know all of this. So what is there to be jealous of? There's nothing. It's a security. It's an insecurity within yourself. That's the only way jealousy comes into play. So work on that. Work on it being like, I know who I am, right? Because then this is where it comes from too, is you only have the insecurity because you question yourself. You need to know who you are. Be like, no, I'm a bad bruh. So I'm the perfect boyfriend. Like, no one would dare step out. The grass is definitely not greener on the other goddamn side. No, I know who I am. And she also knows who I am, right? So I have nothing to worry about. I know she chooses me over and over and over again. Like, she's with me. There's nothing to worry about. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I bring to the table. When you are confident within yourself, those insecurities go away. I had an ex that lost his job, and I've worked from home forever. And I literally was like, do you have somewhere to fucking go? I was like, go out with your friends, go out with your cousins. I don't give a fuck. Go somewhere. You know what I mean? I was like, go do something. Go do something other than here, and people would be like, and then he would finally go out. That's just how I go. That's just how I move. Okay. But that's because that's who I am. I don't need to be around you 24/7. For what? Because if you need to be around your SP 24/7, there's a trust factor there. And at some point, we have to start trusting our SPs. Like, what kind of a relationship do you have if you question everything they fucking do? How they feel about you? Oh, are they talking to somebody else? Are they on dating apps? What kind of relationship is that? Not what I would want to be in. I would not want to be in a relationship like that where I can't trust the person that I'm dating. Okay? I take a deep breath. I feel like I've been running around, although all I did was run around and go get something to fucking eat. Yes, she was, Amy. You know what I mean? Yes, she was. You know what? Did I react? No. There's a situation that happened yesterday. We won't talk about it here. Could I have reacted? Sure. A lot of you would have lost your shit. Did I? No. No, I didn't. Instead, I've disciplined myself. Okay. I turn it around in my mind. I didn't react to anything, at all. Emotionally, nothing. We talked about it and so forth, and everything's fine now. Stop reacting to bullshit on the internet, because people on social media make shit up, okay? And ChatGPT is wild nowadays. Just saying. Bubblegum girl. Oh, she said, girl, I locked in that one day you said we have 72 hours and got SP spamming me and being loving. Of course, girl. Now keep it going, okay? Lock yourself in for the next 72 hours again and watch what will happen. I love how you guys love a little challenge. That's my job. How the fuck else am I supposed to get all you guys results? If you know what I'm saying? If I can't get you guys to compete with your whole ass self, get what you want. Okay? Have my SP and we're texting now. How can I get him to reply faster or be bold? Okay, Blue Mix. So that comes down to you and what meaning you're giving his text. What are you expecting from him? Okay? If this is where you break patterns. Okay, you have to break the patterns from your past relationship. So no, he texts me all the time. As soon as I text him, he responds to me immediately. Okay? or as soon as he can, right? But be patient with it, because unless you're dealing with unless your SP is like some bum on the street with no fucking job, you guys have to understand that they have a life. You need to understand that, okay? That they have things going on. So you shouldn't have this, you don't want to have an unrealistic expectation for yourself, where I want them to text me back 2.5 seconds all day, every day, like they're doing nothing else in their day. Because girl, he can't take you on dates if, he lost his job because he's texting all day. Right? But you can always say that, like, he replies very quickly, right? If you don't want to say immediately, he replies very quickly. And like, he love bombs the shit out of me in my text. You know what I'm saying? Give a different meaning to what you want. And those are all inner conversations about what is it that you want in the tonality of the text. How do you want the text to be sent? How do you want them to go? Well, that's an inner conversation about, like, as if that's what's happening. And this is not something that you, like, I think some of you guys get inner conversations confused. A lot of things, you can have a random inner conversation like, oh, well, you know what? That needs to change. So let me go ahead and just have a quick inner conversation about that. And then boom, the next day, you're getting the text tonality has changed and all that shit. My tummy hurts. It's my mom's birthday today, guys. It's my mom's birthday today. We're going to Benihana. And let's not lie to ourselves. I already know what the fuck I'm eating. I'm going to be right back. I need to turn this fan on. I'm hot. Okay. Why am I locked in and nothing has happened? Okay, Ma. You and a whole lot of people need to listen up, Buttercup. Okay? That's why. Because you're constantly looking for movement. You don't need to look for movement. Okay? So, like, this is what annoys me in some of the text. Where to be like 3 days to be like, I'm not seeing, hey Jen, just quick update. I'm not seeing any movement. There's always 100% of the time movement. Every day there is movement. Some of it, a lot of it, you just can't see at the current second, but that doesn't matter. You just need to know. Tell yourself that, right? It's inner conversations can be about whatever you want to see. Okay, whatever you want to see. So you can literally be like, yeah, I have no idea what's going on behind the scenes, but I know there's constantly movement. Like my SP is always conforming 100% of the time. Like he conforms and I see movement all the time in my 3D, like all the time. You could talk about it, whatever you want. There's no limits, because think about it this way. You're naturally having inner conversations all day long. You're not trying to have them. You're always having them. Just like your inner conversation is, I'm not seeing any movement. Nothing is happening. So instead of saying that shit, you may as well be like, oh no, things are always happening. Like I'm getting movement real fast. Like, my SP, I see movement every day with my SP, like literally every single day. Because what's the alternative? I think you guys forget that shit. Is there's like, and we're gonna talk about thought transmission too. And this might make you guys feel a little bit better. Okay. But what's the alternative? Because you're having them anyway. So it's either what you want is what you're having the inner conversation with, or it's about everything that's not happening right now. There's no movement. Shut the fuck up on the movement game. That's not just to you. That's to everybody who's obsessively commenting or in the WhatsApp or anywhere that's like, there's no movement. Shut up. Zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket. Nothing has meaning until you give it a meaning. So if you want to sit there and tell yourself all day long, nothing's happening, I'm not seeing shit, nothing's happening, then that's exactly what you're going to get. Nothing. Because that's what you're telling yourselves. So stop it. Tell yourself the opposite, because either way you're telling yourself something. So you may as well fucking tell yourself everything you want. You guys should be waking up every fucking day like, man, Today is going to be the best day ever. Yep. I'm going to have the best day fucking ever. Today is going to be a rocking day. Like, thanks, Kitty. Thanks, Terry. You know, like today is just going to be the best day of my fucking life. I know that for a fact. So many good things are going to happen to me today. Have that attitude instead of depressed mode and sadness. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that? Which I will tell you. I'm just saying. Get out of that shit. What up, Nest girlfriend? How to get a loving relationship. I feel like I have a pattern of not getting commitment. Yeah, you do. I just answered your question. You're welcome, Amberlynn. You have a pattern. Yeah, everything in your life, your entire relationships, from the first relationship you've ever had until now, it's nothing but patterns. Okay, if you look, don't take my word for it. Look at your relationships. Look at all of them. It's all patterns. It's not, your entire life is nothing but patterns and processes. That's how your subconscious mind operates. So it is pattern. They're all patterns. You have to break the patterns. But there's only one thing they all have in common. You. It isn't that the men that you're choosing to date don't want commitment. That's not what it is. It's you waiting for them and wondering if they want commitment all the fucking time. Like, are they going to commit to me? Like, everyone waits for a relationship proposal. It's kind of stupid, to be quite frank. And they'll be like, why isn't he committing to me? Why isn't he committing to me? When's he going to commit to me? Like, does he even want to be in a relationship with me? Like, where is this fucking headed? Therefore, you never get commitment. Therefore, you don't have the loving relationship that you want because you're sabotaging it yourself. Every one of you are sabotaging your relationships. Unless it's exactly how you want it, you continue to sabotage your own relationship because the only way they can ever commit to you, the only way they can love you in a way that you want to be loved, the only way that they can do the things you want and that you want and expect from them starts here. It starts there because they're constantly, when it comes to you and your SPs, they're constantly hearing 100% of your thoughts. 100% of your thoughts when it comes to them or your relationship. So if you're questioning, I guess, what they're not sure of, I'm not sure if I want to commit to you. Or they say, I don't want a commitment. I want to date you and see other people. What the fuck are you talking about? No, it's all feedback for you. Okay, it's all feedback for you. So you sit there and say, okay, so I need to get clear. Because if I can clear my thoughts and know that and tell myself, like, I know they want a relationship with me. I have no doubt. Like, I know this for a fact. I know they want to be, I know exactly how they feel about me. Then they will know that too. They will know that too. Okay. There's not a golden ticket. What up, Martha girlfriend? There's not a golden ticket that's like, if you want a commitment, here's the fucking strategy. If you just want to be fuckboys, well, here's the strategy for that shit. Nope, it's one strategy across the board. Doesn't matter what you want. I told you guys, if you're in a situationship, like for me, it's the easiest thing to get a commitment. It's the easiest thing to get a commitment because all you have to do is assume you're in one. And they will assume the same. And they'll confirm. Because you guys forget, you guys want validation. You guys want reassurance. I get it. I do too. Everybody does. How do you care to guess how you think you're going to get that? By having some inner conversations like, no, they always tell me everything I want to hear. Like literally, he's telling me everything I want to hear. He is always confessing his feelings to me. He always tells me about his feelings. Like, whatever you want reassurance of, he's constantly complimenting me. He literally tells me I'm beautiful every fucking day. Like, literally, he's always just like love bombing my ass. Whatever you want, then that's an inner conversation you have. This is not robotic affirming. Let's not forget that. Okay. These are natural inner conversations that you have. Can you have them multiple times a day? Can they be about the same thing? Yes. Yes, but this isn't like you saying, he is so obsessed with me, he is so obsessed with me, he is so obsessed with me. No, it's like Dude, this man is so fucking upset. Like, if you were talking to your bestie, like, dude, girl, this man is so fucking obsessed with me. Like, literally, he texts me all day, every day. Like, I don't even wake up in the morning. I already got a text from his ass, like, all day. Like, literally, he tells me everything I want to hear. He's constantly telling me all the things about how he feels about me. Like, he makes me feel so secure and so loved in this relationship. That's a conversation. How would you talk to your bestie if everything was fucking amazing? What up, James? Okay, how would you be having these inner conversations? What would they be about? What would they be said if everything was fucking amazing? What would you be saying? You wouldn't be like, she told me she loves me. 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 You wouldn't be saying that shit. Yeah, Shells. Oh, yeah. Oh, Renata. Like, you wouldn't be saying that shit. You would literally be like, look, let me tell you what my shit is, girl. Like, girl, we have the best relationship. Like, he spoils me all the fucking time. Like, I don't even have to plan dates. I already know what I'm doing every Saturday because every Saturday is our date night. Like, it's amazing. That's a conversation in your mind. And add some tonality in there, because I told you that no one else will tell you this in the manifestation community because their background is not the subconscious mind, okay? Or the study of the mind. That is me. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Tonality and physiology is 93% of total communication. Because look at it this way, you're assigning meaning to things, right? Nothing has a meaning until you assign it a meaning, which is why I told you guys yesterday that text fucks people up. Because you can't see the person, and so what do? You assign a meaning to it based on what is said. You're reading into what the fuck they said, and now you're choosing a tonality. Well, what does he mean by that? Like, where are we going from here? Like, what kind of text was that? You're choosing the tonality versus being like, that guy, girl, that man, he sends me the sweetest texts. Like, oh my gosh, right? Tonality. So when you're talking to yourself in your inner conversations, it should be like, this is a fucking thing, bitch. I ain't making this shit up. Robotic affirming takes tonality out of it. It's robotic. Okay? He is so obsessed with me. He is so obsessed with me. He is so obsessed with me. I said, but what would happen if when you were doing your robotic affirming, again, no one will tell you this shit. What would happen if you entered tonality? Where's a matter of fact thing? Like, you're like, he is so fucking obsessed with me. Like, literally, I'm all he ever thinks about. He is always calling and texting me. Like, he's constantly spending time with me. Girl, he'll do anything to be in a relationship with me right now. Do you see how the tonality changed? Kind of said it in like a joking, laughing manner because that's a matter of a fucking fact. It's a certainty. It's already happening. See? Add tonality into your robotic affirmations too. But you saw when I gave you the example of an inner conversation, like, I laughed about it. That's tonality. Okay? So it works, and it works quickly. And I will tell you, I had 2 calls yesterday where I was like, that's actually they were like, do you think that's okay? I was like, actually, I think that's brilliantly clever. So one person she has a daycare, right? With, I think it was like little kids that like don't talk yet. So she would literally like have story time with her daycare kids about like, let me tell you about what we did this weekend, right? Like, because they don't talk. so she's having like story time with them about her and SP. And then I had another client right before her that's been going to therapy. So she's now using her therapist to, jokes on the therapist, she's using the therapist to work on her inner conversations. So like she'll go into therapy. They're like, how are things going? And they're like, she's like, oh my God, we're great. Like, everything is great. Like, went on a date last night, like this, that, and the fucking third. And what do you think? The therapist is like, wow, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you, right? Such a natural conversation. I thought it was brilliant. I was like, damn, that's fucking clever as fuck, right? Instead of going to the therapist, if you're in therapy, instead of going and whining about your shit, use the therapist. About how great everything is between you guys. Because at least the therapist is going to respond accordingly. As I told you guys should check out, if you guys want a good reading to make your lives feel better, you need to go to, what's it called? Soul Whispers Tarot on YouTube. Right before this, I was listening to a tarot card. I thought it was hilarious because it popped up on my recommended videos. But the one that popped up, sign from the universe, was in relating to yesterday's thing. And so I was like, well, now I got to listen to what the fuck she's got to say. And man, I was listening to it, but because I create my own reality, right? I was like, you're damn fucking right. She is damn right. You gotta have fun. What's up walking about? Okay, I'm telling you. You have to have freaking fun when you're manifesting. It's supposed to be fun. Okay, I'll give you a couple examples. Yes, and that is movement. Okay, I'll give you a couple examples. Today, I was on a call with somebody. And she was talking to me. She's like, he left a couple messages. And I responded, but I didn't respond to the last one. Should I wait till he responds? I said, why? Why? I said, why wouldn't you respond? That's your boo. And in a relationship, would you wait? She's like, no. I was like, you need to go back to who you were, right? Like I tell all of you guys, go back to who you were. And she's like, wow, most people tell you to like be cold, icy, you know what I'm saying? Like standoffish. For fucking what? I was like, no, what you should be is yourself. Okay. What I mean by that is you don't chase. Okay. That's not yourself. Please don't let them be yourself. You don't chase. But if you're a sweet person by nature, then be sweet in the text. How would you normally talk to this person? Talk to them that way. Because that's the person they were attracted to. That's the person they loved. And a lot of you guys don't realize that when they text you, based on your last encounter, they're putting feelers out. So you have one job only, and that's to show them that you're perfect for them. Duh. A couple of you were asking, I'm not going to scroll all the way up and comment links, and I got to go scroll all the way down. It takes a minute. But a lot of people will say, some of you have asked about manifesting for me. I'm good at it. Okay. If now I'm not going to jump on a fucking call with you every week. If that's what you think this is, I'm not going to do that. Because all that does is keep you in fucking victim mentality mode. And it's not here yet. No. I ask for updates though. Right. So I know we're picking up. So I have a woman who's married, and, screenshot that shit. I have a client who she's married. She has seen massive movement in like, I don't even know how long it's been, like 4 fucking days, 5 days maybe. It hasn't been long at all. Massive movement. Okay, same with the person I already told you about that I talked to this morning. She's like, she goes, Jen, OMG. She's like, so many updates within an hour of me talking to her. That's how this fucking works. I'm good at what I do, period. But if you want to know how manifesting for me works, is I need your SP's photo, I need their name, so forth. And then I get to work. We recreate your SP together on the spot. And then I tell you how to play your part so we are in alignment. Understand? Understand. Okay. That's what we do around here. We get our shit. If you haven't noticed, we get our shit. Yes. Some people need to, find hobbies instead of going on people's lives when it's unwanted. I don't know about you, but if I don't like somebody, I don't go on their lives. I'm just saying. Why would I? Why the fuck would I waste my energy? Anyway, to have you manifest RSP back, do I need to get gutter trash gone first? No, Goldilocks. You do not need to get rid of gutter trash first. But I will tell you how to... Yeah, Bevy, you're good at that shit too. But no, you don't need, gutter trash does not need to be gone. I tell you how to actually shoo the bitch to the dumpster quickly though. Quickly. Bye. Bye. Congrats, Jolene. Congrats, girlfriend. So do we just randomly bring him up to our friends and start talking positively or no? It's entirely up to you, Ayana, okay? I mean, I do recommend anybody talking about their SP should be like positive to their friends and family. If not, that's why they don't like you. Oh, well, you're welcome, Saint Neon. He's all over her. Well, of course he is. Of course he is. All over her. And we're not till lunch today. That's what we do around here. We get your shit. And you don't ever have to take my word for it. Because these are real ass people. Okay, you get to see it. I don't need to sit here and be like, here's some success stories that just came in today. Let me read from a phone. And you just take my word for it. No, I don't need to do that. And you know what else I don't need to do? I actually don't need to buy comments either. No one needs to do that here. Okay. Hey Jen, me and SP just got off FaceTime again. He's sending me money and getting my aquarium tickets. Girl, get it, sis. Get it, Rhea. I'm loving it. I'm loving all of that for you. Like, do you see what's going on around here? Do you see what's going on around here? Just saying. And snaps for Rhea, snaps for Saints. Where are my manners? Yep, all after him not reaching out for almost a week. So what? That's right. So what? Don't get your panties in a fucking bunch. Who needs to get the panties in a bunch? No one. You're better than that. We're all better than that shit. We're all better than that. Yes. But Goldilocks, I will tell you how to get a reaction from gutter trash quickly. Or anything you want quickly. I told myself that he texts me and our beautiful and our groves and our girl beautiful DMs and put a love emoji only to us and and he did with the girls. Of course he did. Of course he did. Mona, snaps for Mona, bitch. Oh, snaps for Son too. My bad. My bad, son. You don't forget about you, girl. Okay, I should have done that with my therapist. But also, I just didn't want to do therapy anymore. Hey, I literally just dropped a video, yesterday or the day before. I do not condone therapy. I just thought it was hilarious when she said that. I'm like, well, that's one way to leverage therapist, for sure. For sure. That's one way to leverage therapist, right? Like, there's so many different people in your lives that you can leverage that don't know the opposite, right? So it's like, if you don't work with SP, you could talk about how great you and your SP are to coworkers. It's no different than your fucking coworkers talking about how great their marriage is, or what they did with honey tonight, or what their plans are this weekend with their kids and their family. It's no different than you chiming in and being like, oh yeah, we're going to actually go here this weekend. Like, it's amazing. Yeah, we're amazing. It's no different. It's no different. Okay. It makes it real to you because that's a conversation that you're having, and boom, pushes out. Oh, there you go, Pink Mermaid. There you go. That's a good one. Bevy was George's Maurice Tibet. Well, she had a line. He was just a friend, but I had feelings. He legit doesn't want to reconnect, he said. Okay, DSNY, who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who cares what they said? I shove down your throats every fucking day. Who gives a fuck? He legit doesn't want to reconnect because he said so. No, the only reason he's saying that is because you don't know. It's because you don't know. So when are you going to know that he absolutely wants to reconnect? In fact, he's reconnecting with me today because he cannot stand to not reconnect with me. Like, that's all he thinks about is reconnecting with me like shit. Stop listening to them. Stop it. Do you understand? Do you understand? The Saint. So Natalie, thanks Lindsay, girlfriend. So Natalie and Elliot are getting married. Who wants to come? It's a UK wedding. Ooh, I want to come, Saint. Me and my boyfriend would love to come to your wedding. Well, let me ask you this. Are you gonna will food be provided at this wedding? If it is, bitch, I'm there. Is it weird to me? The best things I love about a wedding are open bar. I just answered that shit, DSNY. Who gives a shit? Open bar, food, and the little gift that they put in front of you at the little table. I fucking love that shit. They got me all day at the wedding. I don't care. He was just a friend, but you had feelings. Okay, yeah, because you've done nothing but look at him as just a friend. If you want to continue to look at him as just a friend, you care to guess what he's going to be? A friend. So no. Whatever I feel about my SP feels even more about me. Like, yeah, he literally, all he could think about is how perfect we are together. Like, and he's ready to take this relationship to the fucking next level. I love you, Rhea. I love you, girlfriend. She says she doesn't know what she'd do without our daily sessions. Oh, there you go, Shells. Heard a conversation was so hot, she set her crown on fire. I love that for you, Rhea. What the fuck is Casper spamming about? How can you... Oh, here we are. Poor temps. How can I visualize my SP to not be selfish and paranoid? Okay. Good, Dana. I love that. SP, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay? Come on. I won't call you by your new name. Poor temps. What? How many times I gotta tell you? How many times I gotta fucking tell you that? Oh, thanks, Saint. I feel like I'm getting... Do you see how quickly manifesting comes, guys? Do you see how quickly it happens? I be talking about love bombing on here, and I'm getting so love bombed around here. And that's how quickly manifestation happens. Let this be a lesson to you all. How do you not let the 3D affect you, Anjot? Oh, and sorry, poor temps. Thanks, Organically Zen Skincare. If I know your names, I'm not changing them because you changed them. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Listen, poor times, stop with the nonsense. Stop with the bullshit. Okay? That's what you're gonna do. Stop with the bullshit. Okay? Stop. You don't need to. How are you going to visualize the opposite? You don't need to. Stop acknowledging that shit and start focusing. And I want you to write down today, poor times, okay? You're going to go in your mind palace and you're going to say, okay, in a perfect relationship, welcome to the Fam Bam, Jolene. Okay, in a perfect relationship, what would I want out of an SP? Like, what are the qualities I would want for my SP? Thanks, Cynthia, girlfriend. What are the qualities I would want for my SP? How do I want to be treated? Who do I want this person to be for me? Like a blanket slate in a perfect relationship. If I could have whatever I wanted out of a person, even down to the color of their fucking eyes, it doesn't matter. Okay? And get crystal clear on the version of your SP that you want. All the qualities you want in an SP. That's now who they are for you. And that's the version you stick with. Stop reacting to all the bullshit. Stop reacting, poor times. Stay focused, bitch. Stay focused. Okay? And jot, how to not let the 3D affect me. Don't let it affect you. I'm just kidding. It's not that you don't need. Yes, you need to stop letting the 3D affect you. But the only way you're going to stop doing that is by reacting to it. Stop reacting to it. Okay, just don't react. When you don't react to it, then it's non-existent. It's like non-existent. Because you're not reacting, okay? The only thing that pushes out and keeps it in your reality is your reaction to it. Your subconscious mind has no idea. You're walking around, okay? Like, you're literally, it took me forever to fucking take a screenshot of this comment. How else do I social proof around here? Okay, so here's the thing. Your subconscious mind doesn't have eyes, okay? So we know this, okay? We know this. So you need to understand that if that's the case and my subconscious mind doesn't have eyes, it has no idea what you're watching. This is what you guys forget. It has no idea what the fuck is in your 3D. It has no idea. It doesn't know you're looking at a tree at this current second. It doesn't know when you go out what you're looking at. It doesn't know that. It knows what you tell yourself. So when you go outside, you're like, it's a beautiful day today. That's all it fucking knows. That's all it knows. It has no idea what you're looking at. Okay, when you go on social media, it again has no idea what you're looking at. It only knows what you tell yourself. So you don't have to react to the 3D. You just need to control your thoughts about it. Okay, what do you want to see in your 3D? Well, that's all you see now. You know, like how they put like those drunk goggles that you could put on, right? And but that's exactly what you're wearing now. All of you, that's what you're wearing now. You're wearing these fucking glasses that only show you in your 3D what your shit is. That's it. I don't see anything else. I only see what the fuck I want to see in my 3D. So therefore, you're not reacting because the only way your subconscious mind knows what you see in your 3D is because you're reacting. Because you're not controlling your thoughts about the 3D. So because you're not controlling your thoughts about the 3D, you're reacting and now it's like, oh. See what I'm saying? Now it's like, oh, that's what we're seeing. That's unfavorable. Oh, there's gutter trash? Well, I had no idea. Oh, it's good to know. Oh, you're threatened by said gutter trash. Oh, okay, got it. Check. Oh, there's no movement in your 3D. Okay, got it. Check. Oh, they're posting on social media with them and some other bitch that's not you. Oh, okay, got it. Check. Do you understand? That's all it does is they're like, oh, got it. Like your subconscious mind's just walking around like, got it. But if you were to walk outside or you were to go on social media and be like, that man, He's constantly looking at all my stories. Like, that man stalks my fucking page. Like, all day long. He cannot get off my page. Like, literally. You see him post a picture with him and gutter trash. That's not what you fucking see. You're like, aw, he took his cousin out for dinner. He's so sweet. Like, this is who he is. I love this. That's what you saw. Because in your subconscious mind is, I got it. If that means he has 55,000 cousins, well, then I guess he's got 55 fucking thousand cousins. And it doesn't know. It doesn't know. But it knows how you're reacting to it. It still doesn't know what you saw. It still doesn't know what you saw, but you're like, oh my God, he looks so happy with her. Like, he just looks so happy with the gutter trash. Like, oh my God, look at them. They just look like they're having the best day ever. That's what your fucking subconscious mind saw. That's what it saw. It didn't see shit. You need to remind yourself, hey, Lindsay girlfriend, you need to remind yourself that your subconscious mind is blind. It's completely blind. It does not know what you're looking at, ever. It never knows what you're looking at. It's completely blind. All it has is ears. So what do you want it to hear? That's how you need to remind yourself of that. Like, oh yeah, that's right. It only has ears. So what the fuck do I want it to hear all the time? How amazing my life is, and laugh about how amazing we are and all this stuff. Because what would you be saying in an inner conversation if you, if everything was great in your relationship? Would you be like, girl, like, seriously, I don't think, like, no, you wouldn't. You'd be like, yeah, look, like, things are amazing, right? That's how you would talk if it was true. That's how you need to talk, because that's how you trick your subconscious mind. I'm telling you guys, half the shit, most of the shit I talk about, you only hear it here. You will only hear it here on TikTok or YouTube, but only under my channel. But that's why I be getting you guys fucking results, right? And that's what this shit is all about. What up, Convicted Chaos? My heart is so full now. It is so full. Just knowing and seeing all the fucking movement that's cracking off around here. Rochelle, here we go. Will they ever unblock me? I've tried all the tips to change my mindset. I have said, okay, like let's think realistically here. Let's think in a perfect relationship. Let's think in a relationship in general. We'll just take any relationship at all. What couple talks only on social media? What couple talks only on social media? That's the stupidest relationship I would have ever seen. Like, no, bitch. What? No. The only, you know, literally the only messages I ever get in my, like, on social media, other than TikTok, because of what I do here, but like on my Instagram, it's mainly like me. Okay. So on my Instagram, do you think, and I'm going to actually just start changing it to just be all about, all of the DMs that I have, 100% of them are either my friends or exes sharing reels with me, or my bestie and my daughter's bestie commenting on a story I posted. That's it. That's all. There is no conversations happening at all through Instagram, except for with my friends. And that's only in relation to the reel that they sent. That's it. So why the fuck do you care if you're blocked on social media? Okay, so let me ask you this. We have the same amount of hours in our day. Okay, everyone's got the same amount of hours in the day. Okay, so on the priority spectrum here, if I'm going to affirm, if I'm going to have inner conversations, do you think that a majority of my shit is going to be all around being unblocked on fucking social media? No, it is not. Because would you rather them unblock you? Do you want to spend some time getting unblocked, or do you want them to fucking hit you up? Because you have to think in a natural unfolding of relationships, it's kind of how it goes, right? So like you're talking again, you're hanging out, and then you're even just talking again. Automatically, you go from blocked to unblocked. It's like a given. But if you think I care, because here's the thing, they can unblock you today. They can unblock you right now and still never talk to you. Is that what you want? I know that's not what you want. So then why do you give a shit? And if you insist on getting unblocked, then one, you need to stop acknowledging being blocked. Okay? This is not a mindset thing. You need to stop focusing on the fact that you're blocked, because you will remain blocked. Because again, your subconscious mind doesn't have eyes. Every time you go to search their profile and see that you're blocked, they're going to be like, oh, you're blocked still, got it. That's not going to change. So instead, if you went to go search their profile and found out that you were blocked or that you still can't see them, what if you told yourself the opposite? Either way, you're telling yourself something. So check your thought process though, because there's always, you guys forget, there's always a fucking thought that leads to you checking, to you doing something. There's always a thought that leads to it. That's how you operate. Thought, do. Thought, do. So you're thinking about something before you go and search their name. Most likely it's, let me check and see if they unblocked me yet. Stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit. Instead, control your thoughts. So be like, let me check and see what my honey is doing today. That's what you tell yourself. Control your thought. That leads up to you checking his social media. Then you check, and let's say you're still blocked. So instead you're like, I knew he'd unblock me, because why wouldn't he? Instead of acknowledging being blocked still. Second of all, stop worrying about that shit, because I have told you guys 1,000,001 times why you're blocked. How else are they supposed to stalk your profile? How else are they supposed to creep in the night on your profile and see what the fuck you're doing without you knowing? By blocking you. Then you can't see, can you? Come on. I feel so lost. And like giving up at the point, because it feels like I just can't stop looking for it. What do you want to fuck, Jillian? What do you want, a fucking egg hunt? Are you on an egg scavenger hunt? So what if you look for it? So what? All of you understand right now. Again, write the shit down, tattoo it on your fucking forehead. I don't give a shit. Do something, write it down. It doesn't matter if you look for it. This is what you guys don't get. This is what you guys don't get. It doesn't matter if you look for it till you're blue in the fucking face. You could check for movement every day of your life if you want to. I don't give a shit. Your subconscious mind doesn't know what you're doing. It doesn't know what you're looking at. It only knows what you're telling yourself. So if you want to check and you want to look for it, tell yourself you found it. And you found what you wanted to see. You need to tell yourself what you want to see. It's instead of, here's just like logically speaking, you have to tell yourself what you want to see, because as long as you keep telling yourself what you see, nothing is changing. Correct? What would happen if you did the opposite? Come on. Come the fuck on. And Jillian, we don't quit around here, bitch. Are you confused? Are you confused? You can go to another channel. They might encourage you to quit. But on my channel, station, what do you call this shit? Platform. On my platform, we don't quit around here, bitch. So what you need to do right now is go from this to this. Straighten your shit so you can get your shit. Do you understand? Oh, Casper, I forgot to answer your fucking question. Stop worrying about it. Stop worrying about it. Do you understand? So you keep saying she hasn't responded to the wedding. You keep checking and checking and checking to see if she responded to the wedding invite. which is what? She can't respond if you keep checking and telling yourself she hasn't responded, she hasn't responded, she hasn't responded. Is she going to go? Is she going to go? Is she going to go? Instead, next time you go to check, because again, your subconscious mind doesn't have eyes. What the fuck part of this is unclear? It's like repetitive at this fucking point. All in one day. I've said it like 15 times and like, we haven't even been on here an hour. So instead, why don't you go ahead and open up your DMs where you invited her to the wedding? And instead, why don't you tell yourself, she totally just responded. How would you feel if she responded right now? Like, she totally just responded. And she confirmed that she's going to be my +1. I love this. She totally just confirmed she's going to the wedding. What would happen if you told yourself that instead? If you want any hope, shoot, and win, if you want any hope and prayer that she's going to go to this wedding, I strongly suggest that's what you do. That's what you do. Okay? Let it breathe. Oh, let me get through these and we're going to talk about something. It's very important. I dreamed that SP was calling me. It felt so real. I woke up to answer the phone. I love that. I love that, Anne. I love that. You can literally have your SP in your dreams on the daily. On the daily. If you do my dream method. If you don't know what that is, I should start making you fucking, how else do I get my watch hours up? My views up. It's on my profile. But in a nutshell, I'll tell you here. But still go watch it. We could exchange, you know. But basically fall asleep with one affirmation. One affirmation only relating to SP. One only. Doesn't matter what the fuck the affirmation is either. Keep it nice, short, and sweet. And sure enough, they're in a dream. They're in a dream. Visualize and manifest what we want, not what we don't. Yeah, that sounds like, you know, thanks, Dana. It sounds logical, right? But unfortunately, to the most, it's not logical. What a brand new girlfriend. All right. You only better be with her if you're not in a fucking funk. What up, Mima? And I hope you change your fucking attitude, Mima. Yeah, I hope you change your fucking attitude. I be seeing all the shit. How do I stick with a version of my SP and see them like that? Jillian, what is the alternative? I don't understand. Okay, here's the thing. I want you guys to all do a check here. Okay, if you, this is where honesty comes into play, not delulu, okay? No, you can't be 100% delusional. How the fuck do you change your shit if you don't understand what caused your shit? Okay? Or what's going on? Okay, right now, be honest with yourself. How do you all view your SPs? How do you view them if you're being completely honest with yourself? I didn't say how you want to see them. I asked right now, how are you currently seeing them? That's what I asked. Okay, now, if you're not currently seeing them as perfect SP for you, do you care to know why? I'll tell you. It is because you're not over the shit. You're not over the shit. You're not over whatever heartbreak you experienced. You're not over what you think they did to you. You're not over your feelings being fucking hurt. You're not over that shit. Because if you were, you would see them as the best version of them. Because what's the alternative? What's the alternative? I'm not going to manifest my SP just to have them show up as an asshole. No. No. So instead, you need to see them like that. This is not a visualization exercise, okay? This is not you. This is literally like by you just going, I tell you guys, write it down. Write your description down. And read it to yourself twice a day, in the morning and at night. And then throughout your day, shall you find yourself thinking about him outside of that version, then just tell yourself, no, he's the perfect boyfriend. Your subconscious mind knows what that is for you. Knows what that is for you. So if you tell yourself that enough, well, guess what's going to show up? Perfect boyfriend. But at this point, I feel like, why? This is what I never understood, if I'm being honest, okay? Is because I never had this problem. And did I pepper in some things? Sure, of course. And change some things? Yeah. But I look at it like I can manifest anybody I want. I can manifest anybody I want. Any ex I want too. So why would I choose to manifest a fucking asshole that broke my heart and wants to be, and just is a complete jerk off narcissist and avoidant? Why the fuck would I want to manifest somebody like that? That doesn't make any sense to me. So because of that, I never had to try to see my SP in a light that I wanted them to be for me. Like this wasn't a task for me where I was like, I gotta really try. Like you're taking a shit. This is not something you need to really try to let me try. No. You should naturally see them as the person you want them to be for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, duh. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. It's not like a long, drawn-out thing. It's well, what's the alternative? I'm not trying to manifest a fucking asshole, so hey, my man's perfect. Like, shit, he's the best thing since sliced fucking bread. And here's exactly how he treats me because I'm that bitch and I land all the best men. Like, they treat me like a fucking queen, a princess, whatever. Yes, Monique, you need to forgive because it's not him, right? And you can rewrite the story, but it's not really rewriting the story. It's recreating your SP, okay? To be all that in a bag of fucking chips for you, okay? When you understand what caused the breakup, what caused the behavior changes, there's nothing to forgive him for. There's nothing to whine about, to have resentment for, to want any of that stuff because you created all of it. You selected a different version of your SP, not knowing what you were doing, but you selected constantly as the relationship progressed. And every time you had a disagreement, every time they did something that hurt your fucking feelings, every time they did things, what happened? You chose a different version of your SP. He's such an asshole. Oh my God. He's like, why is he so disrespectful? This, that, and the fucking third. Bitch. And then you know what? I'm not fucking done. Bitch, I'm going to bitch all the time and complain about him in my mind. But then not only am I going to do that, but I'm going to call anybody that will fucking listen to my bitching. And I'm going to bitch about him to my mother, to my friends, to my father, to anybody that will listen. Co-workers. Let me just bitch about this man. And so you're selecting a different version every time. And the version over the course of your relationship, every time you have an argument, a disagreement, it gets worse. And it amplifies the version of your SP, gets larger, the one that you don't want. So at the end of your relationship, you're literally sitting there and you've even probably vocalized this to yourself or to your friends or anybody where you're like, I honestly don't even recognize this person anymore. He's not the same person that I met. He's changed. He's not the same. And you would be right. But it wasn't him. It was you. He's not the same. And you would be right. But it wasn't him. It was you. That selected that version every time you bitched about him, every time you complained in your mind. Which is why when they break up with you, they usually say some shit. Well, they'll usually say something like, you deserve better than me. Like, I just can't give you what you need. You know, I'm just not sure what I want. I just need to take some time to myself and work on myself. I just need to get clear about what direction my life's headed in, right? All of these things, and you're listening to them like, what the fuck are you talking about? Right? But that's why they said it. They said it because all you've done is complain about them in your mind, and that's how thought transmission works. So now they feel like they're not good enough for you. They feel like that you deserve better. And then you force the 3D after your breakup. Now you try to force the 3D over and over and over again. Let me blow their shit up. Let me try and convince them verbally and through my actions that we belong together. and then they act accordingly. That's how this works. That's how the breakup happens. 100% of the time. 100% of the time. Even if you claim you didn't even see it coming. Even if you claim you didn't see it coming. Because you may not have thought you saw it coming. But in your mind, you questioned his feelings for you at the end of your relationship. You questioned his feelings for you if he even wanted to be with you anymore. Like, is he talking to other people? Like, are we going to work out? Like, is he going to break up with me? I don't know where this relationship is headed. Like, I don't think we're going to be together. Some kind of questioning took place behind the scenes, and then boom, the breakup. But you created it all. So when you understand that, there's nothing to be resentful for. There's nothing to need an apology about. There's nothing to be like, well, he did this, he did that. He didn't do a fucking thing. He just played the part you gave him, villain. If you want to keep giving him the part of villain, that's what you get. That's what you're going to get over and over and over again. So that's where here, because I have manifested my boyfriend back, right? Unlike most people. So because of that, here I tell you not just how to manifest them back. That's only half the equation, but how to fucking keep them, right? Because that's a whole different ball game. And I teach you how to do that by breaking and understanding and recognizing, because, first thing manifestation coaches say is do not go into the old story. I said, you must go into the old story. Don't let it affect you, okay? You don't want to go down this rabbit hole of it's affecting me and it's breaking my heart and all this bullshit. Like, we don't need to do that. But you go into old story, like, I seriously need to get my hat out. You go to the old story, but it's kind of like a massager for my scalp when I do it this way. You go into old story as an investigative reporter, okay? And you're like, okay, where did I go wrong here? What patterns did I create? Because when he comes back, you have to break those patterns, because if you don't, your relationship will end the exact same way it did the first time. Exact same way it did the first time, because you have not evolved. It's not about, you're not doing any of this for your SP, you're doing all of this for you. Because even if it was not with this SP, let's say you decided, fuck him, I don't want him anymore. I'm moving on. Care to guess how your next relationship's gonna go? The exact same way that one went, and the one before that went, and the one before that went. So this is about you evolving as a person. As a person. Because when you evolve as a person, well, you know what happens? I had a nerve, Monique. I hope it was a good one, bitch, because sometimes that's what I do around here. Sometimes I hit a nerve. But that's my fucking job. To hit a fucking nerve, to poke the bear and to poke the bear and to poke the bear, to where you will finally be like, this makes sense. Now I'm ready to change and do something different. Job done. Oh, now, Evelina, let's talk about this, because I'm going to get to your questions, but pause them, because I think once it gets to a certain point, it knocks them all down. Okay. Pause your questions for a second. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about thought transmission and how it actually works, because again, you're controlling the shit on your side. But your realities blend, right? As I tell you, yes, we all have our own realities, but realities are constantly blending. When you go to work, if there's 55 people in your department, care to guess how many realities are blending together? 55. Okay? So thought transmission goes both directions. The difference is you are not, oh yes. Thanks, Jackie. The difference is you are not, you're controlling it, they're not, right? But it still works. It doesn't matter, because you're now learning how to control, but you've been thought transferring the entire time. And you're constantly transferring thoughts based upon who you're thinking about, okay? So it also goes the opposite direction. So your SP is constantly transferring their thoughts to you as well. Now, here's the thing that you have to understand is when, Remember I tell you, when you verbalize, we internalize, right? We don't verbalize, we internalize. And I say that because when you verbalize, it's a command. You're telling someone what to do and or about themselves. No one likes that shit. You don't like it. No one likes it. No one's different. Okay. Now, when it goes well, I guess it didn't matter if you held your questions because I just lost them all. Anyway, now but when you thought transfer, right? Thought transmission here, guess what happens? It now becomes their idea. They think it's their idea. It's their thought. So when you have a random ass thought that pops up in your mind without thinking about it, it's just like a random thought that pops up, or like you have a random, recall a random event between you and your SP, like a memory, right? And it just seemingly comes out of nowhere, right? What up, Law? It's B, right? And it looks like it came out of nowhere, right? Or you get a surge of energy, like a strong, intense emotion of missing them all of a sudden. Do you care to know why? Okay, fine. I'll fucking tell you again. I'll tell you too. Jesus. You know, guys. Mel, where the fuck were you today? Or was that today? I don't know. But check the actual day, because the time that we meet is never during my life. Can you hear that? It's my fucking loud ass neighbors, I'm telling you. Anyway, I forgot. I digress. Okay, so I will tell you, the reason why you experience that is because that is your SP's thought being transferred to you. But it looks like it's your own thought. So oftentimes when I was talking to a client today about this, because she's like, I just had this intense, like, random thought. And she's like, and I was like, why, that he was seeing someone else or something like that, or that he was wanting to talk to someone else or something like that. Right. And she's like, and it was so intense. And I was like, no, why am I thinking about that? Absolutely not. Like, no. And I said, that's because that's not your thought. It's his. Wondering if you are seeing someone else, or if you are wanting to see someone else. Because it came out, she's like, it would be different if it's something, and you'll know this because it'll be different and you'll know when this happens, because it won't be what you've been thinking about often. Okay. And she's like, I've never had a thought about that at all. It just came out of nowhere. That's because that was him wondering if you've moved on. It wasn't the other way around. Does that make sense? But because it flips, thought transmissions it does like a flip, right? So when you transfer thoughts, it's their idea. It's no different. So when they transfer thoughts to you, it's your idea. So then you get your fucking panties in a bunch, wondering like, oh my God, I had this random thought. Now let me go on down this research ass rabbit hole and see on dating apps and all this, that, and the fucking third, and see if, no, you don't need to do that because it wasn't your thought. But now you're taking that and rolling with it instead of flipping it and just being like, no, absolutely not. I'm completely committed to him and I know he's committed to me, because that thought is transferring back to them. Okay, it's transferring back to them, where you're flipping it and giving them that assurance that no, I'm absolutely loyal, faithful to him, and I know he's loyal and faithful to me. Now he just heard that, and now that is now his thought. Oh, God. I'm fucking good. So that you need to understand. So don't go down this whole fucking rabbit hole when you have certain surges of missing them. That is because everything's connected by energy, right? And so like Mimo, when you said like sometimes your feelings will get intense, right? Intense. That's because your energies, look at it like what happens when two energy forces combine and they connect. It's amplified. It's amplified. So because that's why you get a massive a massive wave of emotion or it's intense. That's because you're both feeling the same emotion about each other and it's collided. So now it's an intense energy because you're both feeling the same way. So again, get out of your fucking head. Get out of your freaking bullshit. And understand that this is all good stuff, but you guys assign negative meanings to everything. So instead, you should be like, yeah, every time I think about him, he absolutely is thinking about me. You get a random thought or a random feeling, emotion, you're like, he is so thinking about me right now. Like, yeah, his emotion towards me right now is intense. Turn it around to tell yourself it's him that's thinking about you. It's him. Yes, Josie, because he's thinking about you. That's why you get that random emotion. When you're not doing it, it's not something that occurs often. If it's something that occurs regularly, like if you're constantly thinking about gutter trash, that's you. Okay? But sometimes the initial thought had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with them. Thinking that about you, that you've moved on and now you took it and ran with it. And now you took it and you fucking ran with it. And now you created gutter trash. The fuck is wrong with you? Instead, I want you to know that. Look at, well, Mickey Mouse, why don't you go 2 comments up? To my girl Jackie, where she says, I got confirmation several times that gutter trash is becoming toxic towards your SP. Of course she is. Oh, if you're in my WhatsApp community, I'm not sure if I'll put it in the general tab or if I should put it in the members only tab. But I'll give you guys, if you're dealing with gutter trash, I'll give you guys a real good strategy to throw something out there and have it manifest. I've proven this twice and both times it worked. I try to test everything. You're welcome, bitch. You're welcome, bitches. But I'll give you something to do. I will tell you what to do in there. It's something so simple. It is something so fucking simple. And it will manifest in less than 48 hours. And you'll get confirmation of that too. So, Mickey Mouse, if you are not, thanks, Mel girlfriend. If you are not getting, so if they're talking favorably and highly of gutter trash, then 1 out of 2 things is happening. Well, I don't know. I don't fucking do math. I just talk to be talking, okay? Is 1, you have her on a pedestal. You're viewing her as competition, as somehow better than you. And if you're doing that, that's why he's raving about her. But if you would knock the hoe off the pedestal, care to guess what would happen? Then the roles would flip. And he's no longer talking highly about her, but now you're like Jackie and getting confirmation. That's why I always tell you guys, so many times when it comes to confirmation, you never have to seek confirmation ever. They'll automatically give it to you. That's the fun part. But the description and the way he's describing her would flip. It would flip. So you should say certain things when it's a self-concept affirmation, but also directed towards, see, Pink Mermaid got confirmation too. You'll never need to seek it. It comes automatically. Weird, but it comes automatically. I think this shit's fucking funny. Exactly. You get confirmation. He just told you. Yeah, that's what they do. They just tell you. You're like, okay, awesome. Love all this. But you need to have, so what I would do is I would use self-concept affirmation, but also is about gutter trash, but also is against or is for SP too, right? Because you can double bind affirmations. So you can say like I'm the love of his life. No one compares to me. I'm literally the love of his life. No one compares to me. No one compares to me. I'm the love of his life. No one compares to me. I'm the love of his life. That's a self-concept affirmation, but also saying no one fucking compares to you, including gutter hoe trash. Okay? So you can say that one. But you need to affirm them away. I told you, you need to have, I literally teach you guys how to get rid of gutter trash ASAP because no one's trying to fucking wait. Okay? Where you have to change how you're seeing them, as this is why we call them gutter trash here. Because who the fuck is, I'm not, you got me all the way scared. I'm not competing with gutter trash, ever. Ever. Magnificent, you need to change it. You need to change your SP from being toxic to being the most amazing person in the world. For you. You can be toxic to everybody else, but not for you. So, how you describe him is all through how you describe him, how you describe your relationship, all of that. How do you want him to be for you? There's no limits. How do you want, if you want him to grow a couple inches, he can grow a couple inches. And I didn't mean height, if you know what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're in control. There's no fucking limits at all. No limits at all. But you need to get clear. You need to get clear. Okay? I'm sure you have broken up 4 times. This literally goes... what is in a breakup now, actually? Like, this is a, like he's like you're terminating your job, bitch. You know what I'm saying? User 334, what are you talking about? If that's what you, did you miss the part where you're in multiple realities? Pay attention. Oh, God. People need to get a fucking hobby. I swear. Get a hobby. You need to get a hobby. And obviously I've proven that not to be true, haven't I? So anyway, you're not in a breakup now, actually. Okay, this just goes to show magnificent. Excuse me, why I got distracted. This just goes to show in a classic example of this is a classic example of you having what's it called? By history repeating itself. Okay, history repeating itself. You've gone back together 4 times, so obviously this man can't be that terrible. Let's be honest, because most people would have been like, "No, fuck him," right? But you're repeating the cycles over and over and over again. Okay, you're repeating the patterns. It's like repetitive patterns at this point, over and over and over again. And it's crazy. It's really crazy because, and this is where it comes down to you. You have to break the pattern. So if you need to get clear on who he is for you. Who do you want him to be for you? What kind of relationship do you want with him? And don't deviate from that. You can't react when old version rears its head. You need to be like channel your inner Lara Croft on Tomb Raider. And it's like, when the old version of SP comes, it's like a snake. And then what do? Whack! Not today, bitch. Perfect SP. Okay, so the only reason this is happening is because you're quite possibly, Jackie. Yes, it is. And not just that one. It's many, many accounts. Many, many accounts. You're so smart, Jackie. Sorry. I digress. Okay. Anna, we'll just call you Anna. Okay, listen. So the only reason that happened is because you told him that you loved him, but you weren't sure how he would respond. Or you told him that you loved him, hoping that he would reciprocate and confirm that he loved you too. Or you told him that you loved him because you weren't sure if he loved you and you wanted to hear it, so you told him. So he switched. He didn't switch at all. Your SPs only have one job, and that's to confirm. Okay, so he didn't switch. You were unsure, therefore, he's unsure. That's how that works. That's how that works. Okay, so you didn't think he loved you, and you were hoping that he would say that, but hoping that he would say that and wanting somebody to say that is not the same as knowing that they love me. Like, oh, I know they love me. And he shows me every single day that he loves me, right? That's different than you saying it, not sure, but hoping he says it back. Because the not sure is exactly what he confirmed. The not sure. But you can switch it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I feel so sorry for my admins on here. I feel so sorry for all of my mods on here because it's like a full-time fucking job all of a sudden. Like, get a grip. But that's what they don't realize is my mods are smart and they're quick. So, anyway. No, we can. We just don't talk about that person. Oh, look, Organically Zen Skincare. We're back to your name. Okay. What's up, K8? You look new, girlfriend. Welcome. You're blocked by your boyfriend of 4 years. Advise how to manifest ASAP. I know he loves me and we're together. Okay. Yeah. Baby. Man, I'm like, is this live almost over? Because I want to see what's been discovered. Okay, so I would need some context here. Okay, so if you're blocked by your boyfriend of 4 years, but you say, I know he loves me and we're together. Is that okay? We'll take I know he loves me out of it. Is it and we're together like something you're telling yourself, or is that something that's actually true? I'm gonna guess that it's not something that's true because you wouldn't be blocked, right? So there's a couple things I tell people. Robotic affirmations are designed to control your thoughts. Okay, they're designed to control your thoughts. That's all it is, thought distraction. So you could affirm, and what I stand by is affirming in steps. It's what works quickest. So it's like, he is so obsessed with me. I'm all he ever thinks about, leading to contact and being unblocked. He's always calling and texting me, contact. He's constantly spending time with me, progression of relationship. He'll do anything to be with me right now, relationship. Okay. So there's that part. Then the second way is to focus on inner conversation. So if you were not blocked right now, and you were talking all the time and constantly spending time to each other and in a whole ass relationship, what would those inner conversations be? If your bestie was to call you on the phone and be like, oh my God, how are you, and ask me, what would you say? Thanks, Jackie girlfriend, assuming that everything was amazing between you two. Not acknowledging the blocked. What would you say if your bestie was to be like, how are you guys? That's an inner conversation. On top of that, you need to remember the version of your SP that would have never blocked you. Okay? And you do that through inner conversations as well, is thinking about what are all the things, the positive, of course, only. What are all the positive shit that he's told me? Hold your questions because we're going to do the photo method and cord cutting in a second. Okay. So what were all the positive things that he's ever told me about our relationship? What has he said about how he feels about you? All of those things. Play those in your mind. You don't have to necessarily hear their voice. It's just recall those conversations in your mind over and over and over again. Natalie 10, I can't answer that for you. However, I did it often. Because just I'm here to help, sister. I'm here to help. Okay. I did it often. If that's it, because here's the thing, if that's a stressor for you, which oftentimes it is, right? It's one thing to think that maybe they might be talking to somebody. It's a whole nother thing for you to have confirmation that they are, right? Or to have confirmation that they're in a whole nother relationship. That's a stressor. And I don't like when these fucking stupid morons on here be like, just turn the other cheek. Just don't give it any attention. Easy for fucking you to say once you don't, if you know about it though, please. The people telling you to do that shit, just don't acknowledge it, have never dealt with gutter trash. That's obvious. Because if you dealt with gutter trash, you'd be like, how do you fucking not acknowledge, how do you not think about that shit when you know this is the person that I want and there was somebody else, right? So because of that, you affirm against them. And if that means that that's a fair amount of, if that means, like, I think I did like 60-40 split, something like that. And I'm weird. So I would go like, I always thought in my mind, it made sense to go in order when I would affirm, when I do my affirming sessions. So I would start with like, I would start all about, that's right, girl. I would start with like, what was it? I'd start with my rules, right? I'm a master at manifesting. I'm like, I get whatever I get whatever I want, and I get whatever I affirm for comes to me immediately. I get what I want and I get it when I want it. Like everything always goes my way. Okay. I would start with that. Then I would move on to gutter trash ones, right? Then I would move on to the next step of me and SP. Like, I don't know why. Just in my mind, it made sense. But am I saying that you have to do that? No. No. But I did. I spent time like that because it's a trigger for you. And if it's a trigger for you, then you need to eliminate the trigger. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is going to stand in a landmine and just like stand there the whole time? No. Mm-mm. I don't think so. Okay. A good K that if that's true, then you should see a turnaround very quickly. But focus on your conversations. Okay. You should, because if you see him as a good guy, they should conform quickly. Amal, yes, I did. And I'm uploading them today and getting started, bitch. Yes. No. What was your screenshot? Unapologetically me. Oh, man. Oh, man. We gotta hurt some of these people in here. Skip Tracy. Oh, thanks, M. White the Blonde. I'm working on the timeline, jumping. Okay. And then I will put it in the members area. And then that's right. That's right. And the Ring of Fire. Burn the ring of fire. The ring of fire. I have a notepad now. I'm trying to be all legit around here. Look at me. It's the one thing you get me. I will take it every time I'm at an event. Notepads. That's right, girl. Oh, that's right. Apologetic to me. That's right. If I do the manifest for me, do I get access to the WhatsApp group also? Nope. I'll put you in there, Goldilocks. It's my gift to you if you do any, yeah, that's true. If you get any of the, if you do coaching with me, manifestation, if you want me to manifest your SP, I'll gift you WhatsApp. Yes. When he becomes so hostile toward me. Okay, Anna, so here's the thing. It's super easy to persist in like perfect boyfriend when they're fucking perfect, right? And everything's great in your relationship. Okay. But it's those times when it's not that you learn to shut the fuck up. No need to verbalize shit. Go into your mind palace, change it in your mind, and not rant. So when he wants to be so hostile towards you, be like, I'm going to go for a walk or whatever. Or in your mind, don't react. Do not react like he's being, here we go again. He's being a fucking asshole. He's being an asshole. Nope. He is so perfect. He's the perfect boyfriend. He's literally my perfect boyfriend. He will turn right back around. He will turn right back around within an hour or two. So you don't have to worry about it at all. But what you can't do is revert back and see him as that person. You see him as that person. Okay? Happy 062, what are you? You must be new. I've manifested several SPs for people. Literally. They're all in. There's a buttload in the success stories. Quickly. So, yes, I have done it several times. And luckily for you guys, somebody else has, most people have time limits on it. And I always was like, what happens after the time runs out? There's like, yeah, I guess you would have to get it again, right? And then get it again and get it again. But right now, I do not have time limits on it. So I'm with you. I'm with you. And you got me. Mm-hmm. And you got me. Okay? Now, things seem to have simmered down a bit. So, where is she? Tail feather, yes, I would. Because most people do the cord cutting every day with me. I would do it until you get what you fucking want. Communication. 1000%. Because I've had people do it every day that we're here. They do it, and then things are transforming for them. Things are changing. Okay? Some people, it happens really, really fast. Other people, they're like, I've done it for 3 days, and then this happened. Other people are like, I've done it for a couple of weeks, and then it happened. Right? So we want to keep doing it. Can never have too much clean energy, girl. You know what I'm saying? Howdy-matic. Can you manifest by just deciding and persist in the assumption? Sure. Technically speaking, yes, you can. However, people lack the discipline in general, okay? In not reacting to shit. Ignoring the 3D, right? All of the shit that they're told that they need to do, okay? But just deciding is unrealistic advice. I don't teach unrealistic advice. So never once have I told people, just decide. That's fucking stupid. What are you talking about? Just decide what? We're in no contact. And oftentimes people would end up booking a call with me because they're like, I've been manifesting my SP. Whenever anybody fucking comes on here, they're like, I've been manifesting my SP for 2 years. I'm like, no, you fucking haven't. No, you have not. You ain't been doing a damn thing but living in the end and just deciding. And so a lot of people, when they come here, are like, that makes a lot of sense on why I haven't gotten my manifestation. Because if you can't just decide, like right now, can you just decide that you're, based on where you're at with your SP, let's assume you're in no contact. Okay, right now, could you just decide that he's going to text you? Let's test your theory. Okay, let's test your theory. Because right now, in about 2 seconds, we're about to do the the cord cutting and the photo method. So right now, I want you to just decide and persist in the assumption that he's going to text you right now. Okay? And then when we do the photo method, he should text you on the spot if you can just decide. Okay? So that's part of the problem is just, if you can't just decide and live in the end of text message and communication, how the fuck are you supposed to live in the end of marriage or in a relationship? This is why people have manifested or tried to manifest back for years and have gotten fucking nowhere. Because you're not even going to see movement. And that's, unfortunately, that's the problem when you live in the end and just decide. Okay, and persist in that assumption is a lot of people want to see movement, but you're not going to see any movement until you have seriously created and stepped into that assumption. Then you will start to see movement. That's the problem. Most people quit and give up way before that happened. Do you know why? Because they're not seeing movement. That's the problem. Most people quit and give up way before that happened. Do you know why? Because they're not seeing movement. Okay. Because they're not seeing movement. And this is why so many people will say, because I hear this all the time, like, I can manifest all kinds of shit, money, job, business success, all this stuff. But when it comes to my SP, I said, that's because there's two reasons why manifesting your SP back, not a new one, but back, there's two main reasons why you struggle the most. The first one is you have, maybe there's fucking three. Okay. There's 30 reasons. Okay. First one is you haven't learned from the old story. So you're holding on to it. Okay. Two is people have mouths. SPs have mouths. And you tend to listen to what they say as if that's fucking true for you, and it's not. Okay? You listen to their words. And then three, you have resistance to your SP because you really want to be with your SP. You love this person. You care about them. You really want to be with them. See what I'm saying? So therefore, the resistance level rises. Okay? Organically Zen skincare stuff. Well, now I want to test that shit out. Oh, man. Okay, Sonia. Okay, well, you have to see him as the committed type. Okay, all the things that you're saying here is wrong. You have to see him as the version of your SP that would never do any of that shit to you. You have to. Like, how many different fucking times I have to say this shit? How many times I have to say this shit? Okay, that's right. We talked earlier today within an hour. Things were moving. Okay, you need to remember how you see them. Okay, there's another member of ours, Diamond. Love you, Diamond girl. She's made major movement, and snaps to the coaching queen, by the way, because yeah, movement within an hour, bitches. Okay, she we were joking on one of my lives that her SP owed her money. Like all these things, because a lot of them were like, yeah, my SP owes me money too, and we were joking about it. And now she talks to her SP all the things, and guess what? He fucking paid her ass back. Come on, we're here to get all of our shit. You know what I'm saying? We're here to get all of our shit. I'm a bill collector, whatever you want. You guys don't forget that. There's no limit. Somebody owes your ass money. Oh no, they're paying me back right now. They just paid me back. They're so sweet. They totally just sold me that money. And they will. Okay. You can literally remind somebody they owe you money. Yeah, Patriot Vibes, that's the case study. Going through a breakup. It was tough. I still love her. Okay, we're gonna have to pause all of these. She's trying to get me out of our home. Dr. Riz. No. Get out of whose fucking home? I don't think so. First of all, stop saying you're going through a breakup. Okay? I have a client. This is the person I talked to you guys about 30 minutes ago. I have a client who we jumped on a coaching call. She wanted me to manifest her SP for her. It's her husband. They live together. Okay. Still. Every day she's in my thing like, more movement, more movement, more movement, more movement, more movement from her husband. Starting to act like, a husband, a good husband, and doing all the things. Their relationship is escalating very quickly, very quickly. So your relationship can escalate very quickly too, back to your whole fucking honeymoon stage. Okay. Because one, you need to stop acknowledging the breakup, and two, you need to see perfect wife. Go back to your wedding day, that day that you decided to marry her, who was she for you? How would you have described her? Well, that is not who she is again for you. And only you. That is who she is. Persist in that version of her. Only see her as that version of her. Perfect wife. Perfect wife. If you guys exchanged custom wedding vows, I just made this shit up. Wait, is that my Sabrina? Chanel, put Sabrina in our WhatsApp group. Love you, bitch. Put her in there. It's my Sabrina. That's why she asked. So Sabrina, message like Bevy, message any of them, and they will put you in. Okay. Okay, Anne. I will. It's manifest. Of course I'll look out. Of course I'll look out. Nope. Cord cutting does not stop the connection between two people. All right, we're going to get into that now. Actually. All right. So I want you guys to get in a nice, comfy spot. Because we're about to cut the energy cord. Okay? Who is? I will answer your question after, okay? Now, when you cut the energy cord, you are not cutting ties with them. In fact, what you're doing is you are creating new, fresh energy between you and SP. And the reason for that is we do not cut the cords two ways, okay? You're solely cutting the cord. There's going to be a cord that runs from your third eye directly into SP's third eye. You are only cutting the cord from your third eye, keeping their cord intact, okay? So, therefore, what's happening is it's almost like from the day you met your SP, you put on a shirt and you never took it off. So it's just old and musty and rusty and dusty. So what we do is we cut that shit. We wash that shirt and put on a fresh new shirt, right? Because every time you had a disagreement, every time you've had an argument, all that shit, it's like having a backpack that you're throwing rocks into and you're never taking the rocks out. You just keep adding to them. So this is what hurts relationships, okay? So we do the cord cutting here to keep the energy fresh. So it's brand new because they will think about you. Okay. You have to know your SP will think about you in a very short amount of time. I did this with an ex-boyfriend of mine and within 72 hours, I hadn't talked to him in 8 years. He reached out to me and was like, hey, how's it going? Just thought about you. Want to see how you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We've had a lot of people on here get contact, okay? Somebody did this with her daughter, who she hadn't talked to in 2 years. Within 3 days, her daughter contacted her. I have another client who did this. She does this daily. Within 20 minutes after doing it, I think she had done it a couple times, but within 20 minutes of doing it, SP contacted her. Okay, that's how this works. So there is no, perhaps I know you're new. I know you're new because I don't recognize your name. Most people, we're family here. I know who most people are here. I would never, ever, 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 ever do a technique with you or a method with you that would ever hurt your results with your SP. Never, never. It's not in my nature, first and foremost. But if you want to save this technique, there's a series of videos on my profile where I'm wearing 3 red shirts. It's the first of the 3 red shirts. That is the video. Okay? You can do this with your SP. We do this here with SP, but you don't have to. You could do it with whoever you want. You could do it with your children. You want to start with those immediately connected to you. Okay? Even people you have not talked to in years are still connected to your energy. Okay, so start with those negative Nellies in your life. If you have negative Nellies in your life, start with them. Okay, and cut the cords with them because they'll cleanse your energy and you'll feel lighter with more energy. This is why some days you feel completely exhausted, while other days you're just like, nothing else has changed. You know what I'm saying? All right, now let's get it popping. Okay, all right. Now you've got a nice comfy space because I fucking yeppered. All right. So now that you have a nice comfy space, I want you guys to close your eyes. And I want you to, Dr. Riz, Deriz, you're also going to cut this with your friend. We'll talk about that. Okay. I want you to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. And for just a moment in time, release the stress, the worry, the doubt, the fears that you have with you in your SP. Don't worry about it. Be present in the moment. Let it all go for just a couple minutes. Now, I want you to imagine that you're in an amphitheater. It's dark outside. There's no one there except for you. And you're sitting in a seat in the middle of this amphitheater. And in front of you, there's a giant stage. And on this stage is a single stage light that comes from the ceiling down to the center of the stage. I want you to focus your attention on the stage light for just a moment. And as you're focusing your attention on the stage light, you start to notice that you're actually not alone. In fact, off in the distance, in the back of the stage, out of the light, you start to notice that there's another person. It's your SP. And as you shift your focus to your SP, I want you to ask your SP, say their name, and I want you to ask your SP to come into the light. And as your SP starts to step into the light, you notice their facial features, their physical features, and you also notice a gold cord that runs from the center of your third eye directly into their third eye. Now, I want you to say these 2 phrases to your SP. I want you to ask your SP these 2 questions, and I want you to hear them respond. If you can hear their voice, great. If you can't, that's okay too. Okay, I want you to ask your SP right now, do you support me? Hear them tell you, yes. Now ask your SP, do you love me? Also hear them tell you, yes. Now I want you to say these 4 phrases to your SP. This time, they're not going to respond, and that's okay. I want you to look at your SP in their eyes, and I want you to tell them, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now, I want you to reach up with your hand as if it's a pair of scissors. And I want you to cut the gold cord that runs directly from your third eye only. And as the cord begins to fall to the floor, I want you to reach up with your other hand, and I want you to pull the roots of that gold cord out of your third eye and just toss them aside. And as the gold cord continues to fall to the floor, your SP starts to float away like a balloon. And they get farther and farther, and they get smaller and smaller, and they get farther and farther, and smaller and smaller, and farther and farther, and smaller and smaller, and they get farther and farther, and smaller and smaller, until they just disappear. Now take a deep breath in and out, and open your eyes. I'm loving that for you, Chris Peace. What? Chris Peace in the house. Stops for Chris Peace. Okay. So now I want you to relax and just know with certainty, there's nothing to question. There's nothing to check. Nothing. I want you now to know that they will contact you. They will contact you. They are thinking about you right now. You did pop into their mind, okay? Auntie, with other people, use the exact same phrases. Yes, nothing changes with other people, okay? You can take a group of people, have them all be in the back of the stage at the same time, call them up one at a time, and go through the whole thing, have them all stand there in the stage light, one at a time, and then it's like a bouquet of balloons. So it's like your cord runs to everybody. Snip, they all fly away. That's how that works, okay? Now, the Riz, I would strongly suggest you do this with your friends, with your wife's friends, okay? Anyone you feel doesn't like you. I'd love to talk to you because what's happening to you is why I do what I do, okay? I manifested, in case you're new here, I manifested my SP back from no contact to living with me in 4 weeks. So I'm here to help you do the same. I'm good at it. Okay. I've helped so many people, hundreds of people. Okay. And I have not been teaching this except maybe I think it started in fucking February. Okay. I started manifestation with weight loss because I lost over 100 pounds in 11 months, no diet, no exercise. But nothing brings me greater joy than seeing people get back together with their loved ones, with their, saving marriages. It only takes one to save a marriage. It does not take two. Same with relationships. There's nothing that's more joyful than that. So yes. Okay. So now we're going to do the photo method. All right. Yes, you can, Jackie. In fact, what I would do, I won't repeat what you said. What I would do is say it in a joking manner to yourself, throw it out there. Throw it out there like, she just got caught. That type of thing. That's what I would do. Because when you throw it out there one time, as you can see, I try to give you guys all the social proofing I could possibly have about my shit. And I threw something out there one time, and well, if you've been on my lives for the past 2 days, you can clearly see it manifest quickly. So anyway, all right. Now, let's get it popping. Okay? Let's go ahead and get it popping. Now I want you to pull out a picture of your SP. Okay, because now that you've popped into their mind, it's only natural that you get them to contact you. Okay, or wherever you're at in your relationship, we'll cover it all. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. There is, you too, pay attention. Okay, I want you to go back in time. Right now, I want you to go back into the beginning of your relationship. Very, very beginning. And I want you to remember who you were. Who were you as a person in the very beginning before you even, when you first met your SP? Who were you? Because the reality is your SPs changed over time only because you chose the version of them over and over and over again that you didn't want. Every time you had a disagreement, every time you had an argument, you selected a worse version of your SP, and now here we are. They changed. You don't recognize the person today that they were when you first met them. But the truth also remains that you also are not the same version of yourself now than you were when you first met them too. You've also changed, because oftentimes during relationships, insecurities are created within our relationships. Okay. And then also we switch identities constantly. And oftentimes identities are they change based on our relationship as well. So we need to flip that shit. So I need you to remember right now who you were in the beginning of your relationship. That confident version of you. Who were you? When you first met your SP, you had a confidence about you, an assurity, a certainty about who you were. You didn't need a relationship to define you. You were totally fine on your own. Then you met your SP. And sure, you may have wanted a relationship with your SP, but you certainly didn't need one. You knew who you were. Okay? I need you now to recall that version of yourself. And I need you to step into that version of you again. No other version of yourself exists right now except for the version of who you were when you first met your SP. Because the truth is, who you were when you first met your SP, they chased, they were attracted to, right? They pursued. They wanted to talk to you all the fucking time. They were constantly trying to get your attention. Every second they had, you guys were spending it together. They were always, like, you never once questioned how they felt about you. You knew, right? They wanted to be in a relationship with you. That version of yourself is who they fell in love with. You must become that version of yourself again, because that version of you won their heart. And that version of you is who they pursued. Now, you're going to step into that like a bodysuit, like a brand new bang. Like mama and dada got a brand new bang, bitch. Okay? Now I want you to fast forward in your relationship to when everything was perfect in your relationship. I want you where you didn't question a damn thing. They were checking all the boxes. I want you to fast forward to that point in your relationship, and I want you to remember and recall who your SP was for you. Who were they for you? How did they make you feel? How did they treat you? What made them your person? I want you to remember that version of your SP right now, because that version of your SP, you were also very attracted to. You wanted to talk to all the time. You were constantly spending time together. You never questioned a damn thing in your relationship. You didn't wonder if you were going to talk to them today, if they were going to come see you, how they felt about you, if they wanted to be with you. You just knew. You knew. So that now is the only version of your SP that exists. What up, Jess, Julie, ChatGPT girl? I love you. That's the only version of your SP now that exists. Only that version. No other version of you or your SP exists from this point forward. Because these two versions of yourselves are what made you the unit, the solid unit that won each other's hearts. And that's who you must be again. That's who they must be again for you. And the only way they're going to do the things that you want them to do, treat you how you want them to treat you, is by selecting that version of them again. Oh, I didn't know that. It's good to know. I didn't know that. Sneaky. Okay, is your perfect person. You cannot deviate from that. You must see that version of them, because you know what? You didn't question a fucking thing back then. So now you're not going to question anything again. Do you understand? Do you understand? Because the fact is, this is a fact. And you need to know this. The reality is, since you and your SP started having problems or went no contact or haven't talked, there's not a second of the day that they have not missed you. There's not a chance. Their feelings for you have not changed. As long as you know how they feel about you, they absolutely know how they feel about you. There's no other way. Okay? They have thought about you since the time that you last spoke. They miss you every single day. They are constantly, the more you think about them, that's because they're thinking about you too, which is why you have to try to not think about them, because they're always thinking about you. They go on, whether you think you're blocked or not. No, you, bitch, if you're blocked, you have a low-key stalker. Okay? The reason they blocked you is so that they can check out your profile every second of every day, because they're constantly checking out your profile. But they just don't want you to know about it. They're going down memory lane every single day. They are looking at that photo gallery every single day on their phone, looking at all the pictures of you guys and all the amazing memories you have. That's a fact. When random times they pop into your mind, that's not a mistake. That's because they're thinking about you, which is why they randomly pop into your mind. Okay. Now, if you are new here, I'm going to need you to put on your crown. If you are not new here, many of you need to fucking straighten your crowns, and I'm not playing with you. Straighten them now. Straighten them up now. Because here we get what we want, and we get it when we want it. We don't wait for shit. We get what we want. When queens and kings give commands, do they have to sit there and question, wonder, worry, doubt? No, bitch. Do they ever sit there and question, wonder, worry, and doubt if their command will be fulfilled? No. Do they need to check? No. When queens and kings give a command, there's nothing to check. They just know. They expect. I gave the command and they're going to do what I said. There's nothing to fucking check. That is now who you are, because you are the queen and the king of your reality. There's nothing at all to check. You now need to start expecting something different from your SPs. Up until now, you have expected the worst behavior. You have expected them, because either way, you're expecting something from them. So you're either expecting them to block you, not contact you, not want to talk to you, not want to be with you, not want to see you, or you're going to start expecting the opposite. They absolutely want to talk to me. They're blocked. Who the fuck? I don't think so. They want to spend every second of the day with me. They are thinking about me all day long. They absolutely want to be with me. Either way it goes, you need to start changing what you're expecting from them. And if you did what I said and you selected the version of yourself that was perfect for your SP, and you selected the version of your SP that was perfect for you, then they should contact you. You should see a turnaround quickly. All right. It's my intention that many of you will get movement from this exercise today. So let's get it cracking. Now, if you're alone, say it out loud. Say it with a little bit of backbone, a little bit of authority. If you're not alone, say it in your mind. Don't look like a wacko, okay? Now, you're going to look at your SP's photo and you're going to say it with a little bit of commitment, like a little surety, certainty, okay? Like a queen and king talk, right? King and queens aren't like, you're going to text me. No. They're like, you're texting me right now because I fucking said so, duh. That's the attitude they have. Say it with you, okay? If you are in no contact with your SP, or you're in contact, but it is not consistent contact, then you are going to tell them to contact you. You can say contact, calling, texting, doesn't matter. However they would naturally reach out to is exactly how they will do it. So you can say, you're calling me right now. You are calling me right now. You are calling me right now. You are calling me right now. Okay? If you're in constant contact with your SP, then you have two choices. You can tell them they're contacting you right now, or you can tell them they're coming to see you today. You're coming to see me today. You're coming to see me today. You're coming to see me today. Okay? Now, if you're in any of the ships, friendship, situationship, relationship, marriage ship, any of the ships, then Okay, Betty. Then you have options. You can say you're contacting me right now, you're you're coming to see me today, or you can have fun with it. I would do this one, Deriz, because you're still living with them. Okay, so if you're at home, have fun with it. You're bringing me flowers tonight. You're cooking me dinner tonight. You're buying me dinner tonight. You're giving me a massage tonight. You're running a bubble bath for me tonight. You're giving me sexy time tonight. Whatever you want from them, whatever you expect for them to do for you today, doesn't matter. Okay, well then tell her to contact you. Whatever it is, okay? Is I want that for you. Do you understand? Okay. So I do pause this live for just a couple minutes because I got to go to the ladies' room. How else am I supposed to go to the ladies' room? Okay, so I'm going to pause this live while you guys get busy. So get busy. I'll call you today for sure. For sure, buddy. I have time, I think maybe right after school. I'll have to take a look. Okay, get busy. I want you to give your commands right now to your SP. There's nothing to check. There's nothing to worry, question, doubt, or any of that shit. Okay? Give your commands and expect them to contact you. All right. Now, you're going to relax. You're not going to question. You're not going to do none of that shit. You're going to stay in the knowing that your SP is going to do exactly what you just told them to do. Because why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they contact you? Why wouldn't they want to see you if they're your perfect SP? You never questioned it before. It's now time that you start doing things different. No more questioning. Don't question a goddamn thing. Stop questioning. Okay? Okay. I don't question shit. What up, brown eye crystal? That's right. He's getting an evolved version of you, Evelina. That's exactly right. You're a different person. You have to run things differently because like you know them, they actually know you too. Okay? They know you too. So when you stop reacting verbally and in your mind, when you stop reacting, guess what? They do too. Okay? Things change. Then you're thrown off. They're thrown off. They're completely thrown off because they're like, what's going on here? And I've had some clients be like, my SP's like, are you okay? Like, is everything okay? Yeah, I don't need to react. For what? For what? I don't need to react. I'm in control. And I've learned to control my thoughts now. So thank you. We will not slide back in our relationship again, honey. Okay? Because it's all you. It's all you. And when you understand that, you can change things. And it's about you being the better version of yourself. No, bae, you're not doing anything wrong. Stop saying. I want you all to listen up. What up, Angel? Okay, listen. I want you to knock it off. Okay, you need to stop questioning everything. Am I doing this wrong? Am I doing this wrong? How come it hasn't worked? How come it hasn't worked? No, because that's inner conversations. You're not walking around. You guys have to understand inner conversations go both directions. Law of opposites, okay? Where there's up, there's down. Where there's hot, there's cold. Where there's positive, there's negative. That doesn't change in your inner conversations. So while you're walking around town like, I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? Why is it not working? You're not walking around robotically affirming that. It's not working. 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 No, you're not doing that. Instead, your inner conversations are all like, you know, I don't understand. I'm doing everything right. And like, I'm doing all the things that she said to do and it's not working. I'm not seeing anything happening. They're still not contacting me. I'm still blocked. Like, I don't understand. That's a natural conversation you're having within yourself. So because that is a natural conversation you're having within yourself, guess what keeps being pushed out? That. What you don't want. So you have to change that. You have to change that. And you have to say, no, not any fucking more, bitch. Not anymore. I'm going to control my inner conversations. They should not be your none of your inner conversations. And this is not just about SP, okay? This is about your career, business, money, all of that shit. Your inner conversations should all be focused on what you want instead of your current reality, unless your 3D is showing you what you want. If it is not, then you need to change that in your mind. And it's like, no, my only inner conversations are going to be about this, about what the fuck I want. Broke? I don't have any money? I don't think so. Nope. No, actually, I have plenty of money. I literally always have plenty of money. I'm fucking rich. Like, I have so much money. I can do whatever I want. I literally can do whatever I want. If I want to go on a trip right now, I can totally go because I'm living my best life. Like, money is so easy for me to make. Okay? Clients just come to me out of nowhere. Okay. All of these are just inner conversations. Like SP, like, no, SP talks to me. What I tell you guys, if SP was to talk to you right now, if everything was perfect, right? First step, let's talk first step. Okay. And you can have inner conversations about whatever the fuck you want. So if you're in a no contact, blocked, whatever, and you were to find out right now, if you guys were in constant conversation, like constantly communicating, everything was fucking amazing and all of that stuff, what would you be saying to yourself? Like if somebody was to be like, hey, how are you and Brian? Or how are you and Bobby? What would you say? How would you describe it? Like, girl, we're great. Like, seriously. We text all day long. Like, literally today, I think we texted like for 3 hours. We just had a 3-hour phone conversation. Like, he's telling me all the things I want to hear. Like, love bombing the shit out of me. His texts are so sweet. He texts me good morning every single day. Like, we have the best conversations every day. That's an inner conversation. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you need to have. Because if you're robotically affirming, I tell you guys this all the time, is these stupid fucking creators out here are like, just affirm. If all you had to do is affirm, everyone would do it. Okay? Everyone would do it. Everyone would get their SPs back lickety split. Everyone would be back together with their SPs. Everyone would have exactly what they want in their entire reality. It'd be perfect. Everyone would have the perfect life. We would not have poverty. We would not have shit if all you had to do was affirm. Everyone would do it. Oh, that's right. But they don't tell you the rest, right? And that's where I'm different. That's where I try to help you guys to realize that you could affirm. And am I saying affirming wouldn't work? No. But if you're affirming, but then your inner conversations are going against what you're affirming, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. And the only reason why your inner conversations go against what you're affirming is because you're checking the 3D. You're looking at the 3D, and the 3D is what's controlling is what's controlling your inner conversations. So you're affirming that he's going to text you, 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 right? But then outside of that, you're checking the 3D and you're like, I'm still fucking blocked. Like, I'm still fucking blocked. Like, he's like not texting me. It's been like 2 weeks since I last spoke to him, and we have not. That's a natural conversation you're having within yourself. Robotic affirming is based on repetition because you're consciously trying to create. So because of that, you have to repeat something enough consciously so that it creates the assumption that goes into your subconscious mind. That's why we robotically affirm, to kill the dead airspace, to focus our thoughts, to distract our thoughts. However, when you know how the subconscious mind works, your inner conversations produce very, very fast. Why? Because it's something you're naturally saying without even thinking about it again. And so because of that, it produces very quickly. Cool. And when I say quickly, I'm talking hella fucking quick. Because this is why people ask, well, why does the negative stuff always manifest so easily and so quickly? That's why. Because you're affirming, but your inner conversations, you'll say things out of anger one time, have an inner conversation one time, and boom, next day shows up. 48 hours later shows up. That's why. Because you're not paying attention to those. And if it goes against what you're affirming, I'll tell you which one's going to win 100% of the time, every fucking day of the week. The one that's in your subconscious, the natural conversation, because that is something you are naturally saying. So the more you can control your inner conversations, that's what pushes out quickly. Because you're controlling what you're naturally talking about anyway. Or naturally thinking about. That's why they say what you think about and speak about, you bring about. That's what that saying goes to. Okay? That's impossible, Gunny fan. It's impossible for you to have a ton of silence, no conscious thoughts. And I don't know what the fucking ego thought is. But an ego is your amigo. Okay? I hate this whole shit that's going on there when it comes to fucking egos. Like, your ego is your amigo. In fact, you should toot your own goddamn horn. You need to know who the fuck you are. They can call it egotistical all they fucking want. Well, you know what? It's better than being shallow. I'm not going to be shallow. I know who the fuck I am. But because I know who I am, bye Goldilocks, love you, bitch. But because I know who the fuck I am, people can try to come for me all day long. They're not going to win because I know who I am. Okay? That's called an ego. Now, there's a healthy ego and an unhealthy ego. An unhealthy ego puts you on that pedestal and everybody else below you is nothing but fucking pieces of shit peasants. Where you're like, I'm amazing. And then somebody comes to talk to you and you're like, please. That's an unhealthy ego. Okay? But you process 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day. Everybody does. So you are having thoughts all day long, whether you see it or you don't. Okay? Whether you're aware of it or you don't. Dana, it's okay to have some thoughts in the negative sometimes. I mean, because to sit there and walk around, again, it's unrealistic when they're like, just don't have them. Oh, okay. Right? It's okay, but this is where you leverage the delay. Okay? So you leverage the delay in the fact that you have time to get your shit right. But again, control the inner conversation about it, right? So when you're over here like, I fucked it up. Oh my God, I screwed up. Oh my God, I think he hates me now because I said this, that, and the third. That's an inner conversation when you react. So what you have to do is you have to change that. You can't just shove it aside and move forward. Because if you shove it aside and move forward, it's still manifesting because you never said the opposite. You never said anything different. So you have to, this is why you may only think about something one time and have it manifest because you just pushed it aside and moved forward. You can't do that. You have to flip the thought. Okay. I didn't say affirm over it. You have to flip that thought to what it is that you want. Okay. Yeah, Deriz. So you have to flip that. You have to change that to positive thinking because that's why it's going to get worse and get worse and get worse. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. It's not going to change because you are not flipping shit. You're just letting you're letting your thoughts run on autopilot and it's just negative thoughts, negative thoughts, negative thoughts. And therefore it tends to get worse and worse and worse. But if you were to change the conversations in your mind, then they change too. They don't have a choice. Okay. Angel C. Is it okay to text them first? Yes and no. Okay. Yes and no. So is it okay to text them first? Yes, but only if I was to tell you to text them right now, do you know if they would respond? If the answer to that is no, then I'm not saying don't text them, but you can't check, you can't react, you can't do any of that. You cannot focus on the time. So if you want to text them first, it's not going to be like, oh my God, I miss you so much. I wish you'd take me back, blah, blah. It's no, we're not doing that. Okay. Be like, hey, I hope you have a good week, right? Hope you're having a good week, or maybe you see a funny meme and you share it or a funny reel and you're like, thought about you, right? Something very platonic. Okay. But then when you're done sending it, put your fucking phone down and move on. Because if you're going to insist on checking, then you're in a conversation. So they're going to be like, oh my God, he hasn't responded yet. Why hasn't he responded yet? It's been 40 minutes since I texted him. He hasn't responded. You can't do that. Okay. So instead you would have to literally just focus your inner conversations on like, no, I know he's going to call me back. He's literally going to text me back right now. In fact, I know he's so excited to hear from me. I know he is. And he can't wait to text me back. Right? That needs to be your inner conversation. Now, if he doesn't text you back for a day, so what? The inner conversation doesn't change. Okay? Because nothing has meaning until you give it a meaning. So you want to tell yourself that, no, he's just busy right now. He's obviously just busy right now, but he'll text me back. I have no doubt. We're fine. We're great. My texts always make him smile. Right? Things like that. Then you'll turn it right back around and he will contact you back. Okay, but it's discipline. Yeah, Deriz, I'd have to know currently your situation, I mean, obviously I know you're married, but you said she's shoving, but then I'm confused because you said she's trying to get you out, but then you're saying you're not staying there right now. So I'd have to know a bit more of what's going on to help guide you in the positive affirmations, right? Because everything is an affirmation, positive and negative. But if you would affirm, affirming has to create the assumption first. So while you're affirming, yes, affirm for what you want. But if you see your wife, like let's say your wife messages you today and it's not very nice, okay? You have to be like, or you think about her in an unfavorable light based on who she is right now. No, she's the perfect wife. She's the perfect wife. Remember that version of her. Who was she for you? Write that shit down. Write it all down on what made her perfect for you. That's not who she is. And you don't sell for less. So she can send you a text. It could be like, come get your shit. What you read is, honey, I want you to come home. That's what you read. Okay? Because your subconscious mind doesn't know what you read. It only knows what you told yourself. Okay? So that's why inner conversations are important. Because your inner conversations are talking directly to your subconscious mind. Versus robotic affirming, you're doing consciously to create the assumption to go into your subconscious mind. Inner conversations are talking directly to your subconscious mind. There's a difference. Oh, that's right. But no one tells you that either, do they? No. And you know why? Because they don't fucking know. That's why. But that's why you have me. I never get negative thoughts about my wife, just logical crap about time, exchanging our daughter, etc. Yeah, Gunny, so that's part of your problem. Okay? If you don't have a negative thought about your wife, it doesn't necessarily mean that you also view her in a favorable light either. Okay? So you may not be walking around and you're in a conversation being like, she's such a fucking bitch. Right? But you may not also be viewing her as the woman you want her to be for you. Okay, so you may get civil wife, but not loving, perfect wife. Okay, so there's a difference. So you need to see her as the perfect wife. Your subconscious mind knows what those features are for you. Okay, and then, if you're focusing on time, you extend time. If you're focusing on, we just meet to exchange our fucking daughter. Like, if you're focusing on co-parenting, that's exactly what kind of relationship you're going to have. You're going to have a co-parenting relationship with your wife if that's the label that you're putting on everything. So instead, you have to change that. You have to change how you see your relationship. Like, absolutely not. No, she's constantly wanting to do things as a family with me. Like, she loves to go out as a family. You know what I'm saying? No, Sonia, you should not. All right, it depends on if you need the money, but you can. But again, understand tonality is 9/10 of the law. It is. It's 9/10 of the law. Okay, this is where texting fucks people up because you're creating the tonality based on what they said. So if you want them to respond differently to what you say, then you need to word it in a way. This is why emojis this is where emojis come into play, to be frank. Okay, because emojis kind of let the person know what kind of mood you're in, right? It kind of aids to the tonality of your message. So it's like, you'll put like, hey, I was just checking to see if you happen to have any of the money that I let you borrow. And then you have a emoji after that. Or a blushing emoji after that. It tells them the tone. But if you're sending a message like, hey, where's my money? Where's the money that you owe me? And there's nothing that follows, then they're going to be like, okay, fucking bitch. See what I'm saying? There's a huge difference in the way things are worded. Okay, we need to communicate better. And we do that through emojis, through certain things like that, because it changes how people are reading what you're saying. Yes. Should I affirm he wants to be with me in the relationship or that we are already together? Situation, best friends, been together for 5 years and we have a deep soul connection. So Jillian, if you cannot get on board with you already being together, then you can say that he'll do anything to be in a relationship with me right now. He'll do anything to be in a relationship with me right now. Okay. You can also double bind. Okay. Your subconscious mind's it doesn't have the ability to decide. So it isn't going to sit there and be like, hold on, bitch. So like you can sit there and say, he'll do anything to be with me right now. And then you can also, in another, be like, he's the perfect boyfriend. We have the best relationship, right? Your subconscious mind's not going to be like, hold the fuck on. Hold on. You just said that he'll do anything to be with you. And now you're saying you have the perfect relationship. I'm confused. It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that. So it's still going to work regardless. Okay. So if you know these things, Deriz, situationship, okay? Nope. We are not in a situationship. We are in a whole ass fucking relationship, okay? Best friends, been together for 5 years and we have a deep soul connection. You need to remind yourself of that. You also need to remind yourself of things that she's said to you, okay? Things that she's said to you. Remind yourself of how she said about things that she said about how she feels about you, right? Different things like that, because you'll get that version. But you have to remind yourself of things that she said to you about how she feels. Like I absolutely know we have a deep soul connection. She knows it too. When you get clear in your mind about how she feels about you, she must confirm the same. She must confirm the same. If a guy is scared of love, what does that tell you? No one is scared of fucking love. Okay? That's fucking stupid. So if he has said that, there's a couple reasons why he would have said that. One is you're not sure if he loves you. Okay? Two, he has told you about problems of his past. He's told you about maybe something he witnessed as a child from his parents. He's told you about problems he's had in his relationships in the past and all of those. And what you've done is create an assumption that doesn't benefit you. So what you've done is like, you've taken what he has said in his own reality and his own stories and his own assumptions and have been like, oh, so basically what I'm hearing is he has a hard time. Like he's scared of love. He must be scared of love because he's had all these relationships, but yet he's been hurt so many times. And so because of that, he's scared to love again. And maybe he's told your ass that. So what? You mean you're scared to love anyone but me? Bitch, the fuck are you talking about? Scared of love? No. In fact, you are so in love with me. Like the love you have for me, he has never experienced with anybody in his entire life. Like we have the deepest connection that he cannot deny how much he loves me. And he shows me that shit every fucking day. Yeah, that's an inner conversation. Change his story. Okie dokes. He keeps saying he doesn't want anything emotional with me at all anymore. Okay. Again, Anna, listen, bitch. Listen. Stop listening to him. Stop listening to him. Period. You have two options when it comes to your SP. And we only go with the one that outweighs the other, okay? If they're telling you everything that you want to hear, then yes, then listen to his words. If he's not, then go off of his actions. What do his actions show you? If his actions show you relationship, that he does care about you, that's all the proof you need. That's all I need to know, bitch. Play again. Stop listening. Stop listening. Do you understand? Do you understand? Stop listening to what the fuck they're saying. You need, see, girl, you've been quiet today. I love you, girl. Okay? You need to stop listening. All of you need to, they talk, unless it's like, hello, honey, I love you so much and you're the best thing since sliced bread. The earplugs go in. I'm sorry, did they say something? Did they say something? Or they now speak Chinese because you don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, I'm sorry, what did you just say? I don't fucking think so. All I heard was how much you're in love with me and how you are absolutely very emotionally connected to me, and you cannot hide your feelings for me anymore. You tell me all the time how you feel about me and how you just are absolutely in love with me. That's what you heard. Fuck, nobody tells me, I don't care who the fuck you are. No one tells me what I don't want to hear. No one tells me what I don't want to hear. Can I give a fuck? Nope. No, I do not. Deriz, you must see the friend different. Anybody who's involved in her life, you must see them different, okay? You cannot see them not liking you. You have to see them as your number one fucking fan. Like, her entire friends and family, they all love me. They think I'm the best thing since sliced bread. Like, I'm the number one fan. They cannot stop talking about how amazing we are together and how they just love and envy our relationship. You have to see them differently, okay? Because you can do whatever you want to her friend. You could sit there and buy her a brand new home, a brand new car, chocolates every day, flowers, like just all the shit. And you know what she's still gonna think at the end of the day? That she don't like you. Because that is your assumption of her. But they're in your reality. So you're in control of what you want them to be for you. Do you want them to like you? Great. Do they, instead of running a smear campaign, how about they run a fucking, what's the opposite of that shit? Anyway, they're bringing you back together. Leverage the people in her life. Change your assumptions about them. They must change too. Okay? Okay. That's good, because then you don't have to worry about it. But usually if something unfavorable happened, then that's affecting them today, okay? You need to remain in control. Control. Everybody's your best fucking friend in the world. And of course, girl. Of course it is. Of course it is. You know, and unfortunately, see, ladies, I hope you learn. A praise campaign. There you go. They're running a praise campaign. Yeah, they literally worship the ground that you fucking walk on. I love that. I love all of that for you, okay? But you have to see that shit. You have to see that in them. They will turn it all the way around. I hope you ladies are learning. Because see what you guys do to men? When you're all like hot and bothered and shit. Come on now. Guys need to get it together. Because you women think you could act however the fuck you want. But when a man acts that way, all of a sudden he's the devil. Come on. It's such a cliche, if you will, about like what's socially acceptable when it comes to men versus women. You know what I'm saying? Like, women will poke the bear, but get all in their fucking face when they're angry. Probably even hit them too. And then, do you know? But if they did that shit to you, call the cops. You know what I mean? Like, that shit ain't right. That ain't right. Anyway, I usually am on here for another 10 minutes, but I got a jet, okay? I need to talk to my admins. Plus, I'm anticipating that I got a very good text message that literally just came through right now. For me to get the last leg of my manifestation, bitch. Non-SP related, of course, because I'm with my man in my relationship. So this is non-SP related, but I'll fill you in the WhatsApp because I will not ever be able to talk about it here. But if you're in the WhatsApp community, I will share with you in the success stories my full manifestation. But I got a jet. All right. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, don't even try I'll let you guys know if I can't. But I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, I wouldn't miss it for the world, Tay. I always upload them on the tube of you. While you're there, subscribe to my channel. Let them play, okay? And also, if you want to work with me one-on-one and you want me to manifest your recipe for you, I got you covered, bitches. All right. I love all of you. All links are in my bio. I love all of you, besties, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.